I think all 4 birds are in shot. You will hear the neighbor, just so as you know. The roosters' feet are still getting soaked several times a day because they got some nasty foot injuries. But nothing new has happened since I put the secondary floor in, so that's good. And then I have the hen out here with them. But Henny Penny's just hiding from everybody back in the rhubarb. Whereas the roosters are very boldly scratching and pecking. Which is new. They were much more timid before. They're going to start to get better at clearing ground soon, I think. If that's something I end up wanting to use them for. Please don't hurt the tomato plant. I like watching them fuss around in the soil. I think it's cute. I'm glad they're feeling well enough to do it, because I was pretty worried with all those foot injuries, but they seem pretty happy. And then I think the hen's just going to hide in the shade under there in the corner. But I felt bad because the hen was so alone all the time, so I thought maybe that coming out would be nice, but like at the same time as her future mates. But she's 8 weeks this week sometime. The first hatch was on a Tuesday, and I think that one right there was the first hatch. And then she was like 4 or 5 days later. Somewhere in the 3 to 5 day range. So maybe Friday. They are jumbos, and I keep forgetting that means their eggs are a little bit later than if they were standards. So perhaps everybody's actually just on time. You digging holes? That's good. Throwing dirt everywhere. Get any of the buggies. Get the buggies. If there's bugs, get them all. They're definitely pecking and scratching, more like they're little miniature chickens all of a sudden. It's nice. I like it. Are you trying to escape over there? Over there under the rhubarb. It's the one thing with just having one hen. I'm so paranoid about her. Like, everything hinges on this one little bird. Otherwise, I have to start from mail order all over again. Can be a little bit lax about the males. but I really have to hawk over the female. That's why she's in the kitchen. It's because I'm so worried something might happen to her before she gets to grow the flock. And then for at least a while, I'm going to keep these 3 roosters because I'm really wanting to see if I can keep good, diverse genetics. You laying down, poking your head in. Okay. Which is a little trickier when you only have one parent on the one genetic side. So we're going to keep all 3 until. So yep. This is the kind of day it is. I just got off work. I go around and harvest some peas. I trimmed the hardy kiwi real harsh, but then it was all tangled up in the peas and I couldn't get it out, so now it's just like a scruffy looking thing. Yeah. You can definitely leave them, you know? But I'm paranoid about the hen. I have apparently some of the gladiolus that my friend's grandfather gave me last year were hardy, which is exciting. There were a bunch of colors last year, so we'll see how many of them are hardy ones, but apparently these red and yellow ones were, which is exciting. Drumstick allium are starting to bloom. These are still going real good. Got some good diverse wildlife on there too. From the neighbor's honeybees to the bumblebees to whatever the heck bug that is. That one doesn't look like a milkweed beetle. But I have definitely seen milkweed beetles on here, which are native, but I haven't seen the monarch caterpillars just yet. I'm sure we will soon. Over here we got this weird thing. It flew away. These lilies are starting to finish up. But the, orange ones are going to be next. There goes a milkweed beetle flying through the air. The elderberries are going to be fruit soon. I still haven't gotten the tent worms out of there, but I might do a fire tonight. Still getting some raspberries, but not a whole lot from over here. Finished my taxes. It's the first one where I got the self-employed packet from TurboTax. I was real happy about that. But it was definitely intimidating. There goes a robin. Bunch of onions back here. Sunchokes are doing real good. Saskatoons or Juneberries, whatever you want to call them, are all pretty well finished up. I would be coming towards a whole bunch of buffalo currant if they weren't currently in transplant mode, getting ready for their next location. These gooseberries have done fine, but I'm not convinced this is where I want to keep them. I do have another hollyhock coming up there. A lot of the lupines I planted sprouted, but not a whole lot of the Delea clover did. This looks so good. Oh. Yum. Sorry. Just looked too good to resist.